Today is day 169 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on here at Code Wars, and we need to find a CADA to tackle for today. We will be loading. Something tackling again from the easiest. I think that's just a good place to be in the meantime. So 8s, sorting by easiest. Now I'm kind of interested in seeing what they have for popularity. Get the lost. Oh no, it's still loading. Is it still loading? Yeah, there we go. Still loading. Multiply. I wonder if that's just because the most people have done it. And that multiply one, I believe that's the entrance question, the one they initially ask, testing if so you can sign up. Total times this CADA has been completed. Maybe we should be doing all of these. Popularity. Maybe. That might be better than doing easiest, you know? Let's also check positive feedback. Positive feedback, blah, 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 blah. Noob code 1 surprise me, or rather this integer. Be concise. Some squares. Most completed? I wonder which one of those would be best to tackle. Most completed, multiply, even or odd. Well, we've seen this one a couple times now, just going through these. So maybe we should do even or odd. So I'd love to be able to just pick one. Let's see what hardest has to offer. That definitely sounds horrifying, and I've struggled with even the easiest of CADAs here at Code Wars, so I definitely won't be tackling the hardest one. Get the lost 2 string back. That's different than get the lost string back. I was like, wait a sec, we've seen this one. Lots of people have done it. Yeah. I don't think that's gonna be us. Popularity. Positive feedback. Or most completed. I'm trying to figure out what like secondary or tertiary traits could be pulled from this. If you had to go down a learning path, I don't think going down the easiest path is the best way to go. For learning fundamentals, yeah, easiest, but I don't think all essential fundamentals would really be covered. Popularity really isn't something that I gauge quality by, but here at Code Wars, I mean, that's popularity sort of different when you're looking at more of a specific subset of something. Positive feedback, that could be beneficial. And most completed. I kind of feel like most completed is similar to easiest. But I also think that's a good path to go down because I feel like it's the most common path and lessons that people have done collectively. It's a tie between most completed and positive feedback that I want to tackle. Positive feedback, the further, because the other thing, so With easiest, it'd be easiest at the top and it would progressively get harder as we go down, which is kind of good. Versus if we started with hardest, it'd be the most difficult at the top and the path would get easier. That's not exactly what I'm looking for right now. Popularity, we'd start with, again, the most popular, and it's kind of like, not necessarily quality, but basically that. It would be going down. Hey, little cat, you were clicking things? Oh, and now you're sitting on stuff. Oh god, you're gonna have to move. Wow, you are just on everything. Let's scoot you off the desk. There you go. Okay. That was probably not fun for her. She clicked on, like, everything. So, OBS is still up and running. Wow. I have no idea where she brought us. Okay, she just managed to scroll down. We're going to find something. We will find something to do. What were we going through? We were figuring out what it means when we sort by each of these. So, if we start with easiest, they get harder as we go down. That is good. Popularity. We get the most popular ones out of the way. Doesn't necessarily mean they're good. Doesn't necessarily mean they're difficult. But they get less popular as we go down. Fair enough. Fair enough. Positive feedback. Positive feedback can indicate a couple things. Either one, that it was good, or that it was easy. People could have been happy. But it gets less positive feedback as it goes down. That's kind of like hardest. Obviously, doing all the hard ones would be cool, but if we sort it by hardest, it gets easier as we go down. And sorting by positive feedback would be awesome, but as we complete them, they're going to be less positive as we go down, which means we're going to run into more, we'll call it squirrely courses, less than desirable. Doesn't exactly sound great. Most completed. Most completed could either mean that it's good or that it's easy. And that would be at the top, which also indicates that it's common, which is something we're looking for. And then it would go down from there. I think we're going to go with most completed. I know this thinking out loud is kind of needless, but right now at CODEWARS, they don't really have courses. We should look at collections. As of now, I think we're going to go with most completed, working our way down through all the 8 fundamentals and continue that party. Hey, cat, what are you doing? No more clicking on things. You can hang out on the desk if you're not knocking stuff over. Oh my god, you're clicking on things. Sweetness, I love you, but you're gonna have to play somewhere else. There you go. Okay, good. She's laying down. Thank God. Also, did she shimmy the webcam? She did shimmy the webcam, all but slightly. I think we're going to tackle even or odd. What was the one thing we were going to check out first? Collections. We're going to see if they've got like a fundamentals or a beginner's course or collection, like a do these first kind of thing. Recently updated for everyone. Newest, oldest, most items, average rank. I think average rank, and do they have... Oh, everyone. Functional. Ruby. Homework and faves. My computer mouse is like totally bugging out. I don't know. It's either the Wi-Fi, not the Wi-Fi, because we're hardwired. It's either my internet. I've got low batteries in both the keyboard and the mouse. This is bad times. This is bad times. Or it's little kitty walking on everything. God, she's awful. Low battery, 9%. And battery level for the keyboard, 10%. Little cat, you're terrible. Please move. You're just truly awful. Wow, do you see how slow that I haven't... It's just moving around all by itself. Not even touching the mouse anymore. Freakishly laggy. This is a sign. Death. We're gonna need battery stuff. Either batteries or let's just refresh the site. Maybe it's collections. Maybe there's too much data on collections for the web page to be happy. Let's try library. Wow, no, it's just loading like painfully slow. I hope the internet didn't die. That would be bad. Let's do most completed. Eight KU. Caillou? Not KU. Caillou. And fundamentals. Okay, here we go. Even or odd. This is gonna be us. Finally, diving into it. And this scrolls well. This page scrolls fine. Look at that. Look at that. Tons of fun. It's just collections must have a needless amount of data. And, yeah, that's all I can think of for the poor performance. So, finally diving into even or odd. Day 169 finally commences. Create a function that takes an integer as an argument and returns even for even numbers or odd for odd numbers. So that's going to be something divisible by 2, essentially. And let's get into that. Let's do that. We're training. And we're doing stuff. Even or odd. Even or odd, 2, even, 0, even, 7, odd, 1, odd. Alright. Let's reset this on our phone. Beautiful. Okay, so in a world full of either even or odd numbers, we need to create a function that takes an integer as an argument and returns if... Oh, what's it called? What's the fun if statement? Not where you actually write if. Ternary statements? The question, like the parentheses, question mark, and colon. Can I do if odd blank blank? I think I can do that. I think this can be very simply solved. And you know what? I know they have an even or odd number lesson at Code Academy. I know I've dealt with this problem before, both I think even with the ternary statement and a normal if else, or even other things. So hey, weird constructor. Good day, good day, good evening. It's after midnight for me, but yeah, good times. More importantly, good times. Hopefully you're doing well. Return, what do we want to call it? Condition if it'd be number God, what is it? Just divisible by its number divided by 2 equivalent to equal signs? I'm going to go with 3 equal signs. It's either 2 or 3, because I know 1 is equals assigning. 3 checks if it's equivalent, but 2 is kind of in between. I've seen 2 rarely. Most of the time it's 1 or 3. I'm forgetting when 2 equal signs is used. It may have just been for a given language. I don't know if it was something I stumbled across in Python or God knows where I may have seen 2, but we came across 2 at Code Academy on occasion. Very rarely, though. So we're going to stick with 3. Return number divided by 2 if it equals... God, is it equal 0? Yeah. Question mark. Do we need to have return there before? That doesn't make sense. Or does it? Bastards. Why can I never remember formatting? It's either return something and then it's taken this, like even. That is not even. I don't know what that is. Even something colon it's either one return in front or each side of the colon after the question mark, and there's going to be 2 returns. It's going to be one of those. Let me just piece this together. Mostly good. Weird constructor. Hey, Goddess RL. Hopefully your day/evening is going well. Division is not modulo operate. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's what I need. So close. So very close. Okay. And I'm pretty sure it's return after, but I'm going to try testing. I know this is... If we get it right now, that basically means the stream is... God, over with. Do we do 2? I feel like we should just stick with 1, but we're going to try. Run test. It worked. That's golden. I can't believe we got it. We're going to try. This is where it always falls apart, is doing the second lesson when we get it quick the first time around. The second lesson, it falls apart, and it's some hour and a half confusion fest. But we're going to go for it. We will do a second activity. All right, submit final. I can't believe I got it. Although, huge hat tip to Weird Constructor for the reminder of using the modulo. All right. So, how come they did it without parentheses? Was the parentheses not needed for mine? See, they've got parentheses. I know they did the whole if statement, but I totally thought maybe it's not needed. At Code Academy, they had parentheses around the stuff and then the question mark. Basically, everyone's kind of rocking the same answer. So, here and here, there's not a lot of room for variation with this. Weird Constructor, I think they're not needed, but I usually add them when I'm unsure how the precedence of operators are. Usually people use them. Good to know. Awesome. Plus, visually, I just feel like it helps kind of focus what the actual condition is. Maybe that's just me. All right, so since everyone's basically dancing to the same beat, not a whole lot of fun to stare at there. So let's find something new. I do like the new path that we are going down. I think this should be beneficial. because I think it's sort of a balance of all three. So again, instead of going through, what was it, yesterday or the day before, we were looking at sorting it by the easiest. That way we weren't getting stuck in hour and a half states of confusion. But now we've decided to go through, and our concern with, as cool as hardest, going through with hardest would be, it would get easier as we go down, and plus I don't think we're quite ready for the hardest ones. So the balance between popularity, going down, get less popular, potentially more sucky, positive feedback starting would be great, gets more sucky, all that. I think most completed is a good balance, because most completed would indicate a sign of, one, it's either popular, it's possibly easy, or it was just a good course. And although all of those kind of decrease as we work our way down the list, I think it's a good balance amongst the three. So yeah, that's what we just did. So we knocked out the first one. For most completed, 8 Caillou fundamentals. Hopefully, she's loading fundamentals. There we go. Sorting, sorting, sorting. Even or odd. Tackled. Let's try one more. Hopefully this is not some 13-hour misadventure of frustration. So we will dive into opposite number. Alright. God, sorry, you should try the hardest one. We are not, eventually. You can give the hardest ones a shot after we complete our, after we're supposed to go to level 7. Maybe we can pick a hard one. That'll be our test to see if we've really made it. Alright, so opposite number. Very simple. Give it a number. Find its opposite. Example, 1, -1. 14, -14. 13, 34, -34 would be 34. Pretty cool. But can you do it in one line of code without any conditionals? Off the top of my head, I'm going to say no, but let's see what we can come up with. One line of code. Blank is... You know what? I feel like it would be basically the exact same thing as last time. If... How'd I word that? No, it would just always be times -1. Because if it's a positive number and you times it by -1, it'll give you the negative number. And then if you have a negative number and times it by -1, it'll just give you a positive number. There's nothing weird about that. Okay, so there's that. Good times. D. So what am I doing? We are checking function opposite number, time. Well, hell, that's it. Do they want us to return it? This is where I'm never sure. Do they want us return console log? I'm gonna assume return. Everything we've done at this site so far has been returning stuff. There was that one time where we set up console logs so I could see what was happening, since I was beyond confused. But we're just going to try return. We're going to go with return. Return number times -1. Wait, hold on. Not X. Crazy person. Asterisk. -1. Can we do -1? Do I have to put this in parentheses? Does it know that the 1 is negative? Does it think I'm telling it to subtract? I'm going to throw it in parentheses because I don't trust it. I don't remember how literal the machine is. I kind of want to try it without parentheses. Right? Now's the time to learn. Falling on our face. This is why we're here. Right? Instead of when we're on the job and destroy some mega corporation's whole server by changing it to -1 incorrectly and everything falls apart. Here's the place to test it. Does wow, we can do it with just -1. Now, that raises more questions. Instructions, it should work with just a parenthesis. And it works with a parenthesis. Cool. I don't know if there's a standard, an industry standard, what protocol is. I guess we can just have a -1 floating around by itself. Unconstrained. Probably. I think it's safe. I feel more comfortable with the parentheses around it, but we passed the first time. Run test again. That's shocking. I can't believe we got 2 activities down. First try. Although, again, that first one, big help from the having the right operator in there. Attempt. Ta-da! Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Beautiful. Take time to reflect. Good. Submit, and we're submitting, and we're submitting. You should try to do another one after this. You'll probably get it in 2 seconds, hopefully, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. This one was, again, very, very quick. All right. What are we looking for? Function, return. Oh, they did negative number. Wow. Interesting. That's clever. Constant opposite number equals negative number. Kind of cool. Number times. Oh, so I'm at 1, 2, 3. We still got within the third, and I didn't use parentheses. Could be good or bad. Not sure about that. Did anyone else submit it without parentheses? Yeah, they did it. Number divided by -1. Divided by, is that right? Does that work? That just looks weird to me. Alright, well, that's tons of fun. I think we'll do another one. Those 2 did go rather quick. I'm not used to succeeding so quickly. I mean, I'm glad I've gotten more familiar with the site and have learned how to sort and find things that are more my speed, but those first couple days were just so brutal. Not next CADA, just general CADAs. Next CADA picks at random. It's horrifying. Okay. How long have you been streaming for? Oh, the uptime commit. Yeah, I still need to set up all that fun stuff. I started, like, basically just minutes before midnight. Even though it is today... What's today now? Today's supposedly Monday, July 19th. 30 minutes, 28 minutes technically into July 19th. But since I started a few minutes before midnight, this is really yesterday's stream, if that makes sense. This is the stream for the 18th. I just procrastinate like there's no other. I mean, I was busy today, but I could have started the stream at like 10:30, but decided, hey, why not wait till later, right? That's healthy. What am I doing? Oh, looking at how long I've been streaming for. So with the minute or two before midnight, it's been about exactly, it's 29 minutes and I'm gonna wait, 29 minutes and 50 seconds now. So basically 30 minutes. Not too long, but just about long enough for me to be satisfied. we will tackle one more quick one. Fingers crossed it's a quick one. Because it is 12:30 and sleep is our friend. It has been eluding us the last few days. So we just watched the 24 hours of Le Mans, so kind of exhausted. We didn't get to watch as much of the race as we wanted to this year, but we saw enough of it. D. Something about something. We're sorting by most completed, 8 Caillou, and fundamentals. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Okay. This'll be a good one to end on. Jenny's secret message. Who the hell's Jenny? We're about to find out, along with the other 14,000 people who have completed this. Go time. What is Jenny hiding? Jenny has written a function that returns a greeting for a user. However, she's in love with Johnny. Typical slut. She's in love with Johnny and would like to greet him slightly differently. Sure. She added a special case to her function, but she made a mistake. Can you help her? Quite possibly. We are wanting to do something. We're training. All right. Jenny has written a function that returns greeting for user. Cool. Function greeting name. Return hello. Throw in name. If statement. If name is equivalent to Johnny, return hello, my love. What else do we have to fix? Everything looks beautiful. However, she's in love with Johnny and would like to greet him slightly different. She added a special case to her function, but she made a mistake. Can you help her? Yes. It's the function. I feel like the answer should be incredibly straightforward. 1, I don't like how they have their if statement set up. It's just the conditional, so I get the feeling that it's due to that. If name is Johnny, return hello, my love, else hello blank name. That's definitely it. I don't know if I want to hack up the code here. Maybe I'll do it on the lines below. I think so. Yeah, let's knock this out. Okay. So I want to take you first. If something or other. You know what? They were also missing curly braces. Typical. Hey, little cat, watch your toes. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Good. Go back to sleep. More importantly, we're going to take a photo of the little kitty, because we can. Oh, yeah, look at you. No. Stay there. No one move. You're so furry, little kitty. Yes, good. D. Look at this. This is... See, her toes are always in contact with the keyboard. Do we see that? That's... Oh, yeah, that's little kitty. Hey, little cat. Love you. Alright, good. So, that's little kitty. She's napping. That's what she does. She just sits there and is sleepy. And we are getting exhausted. I can feel my state of delirium just increasing by the second. What am I doing? I'm trapped in OBS right now. We need to get out of OBS, back into Code Wars. Elsing. We are elsing. Curly stuff. These get semicolons, which they kind of already have. They do, in fact, have semicolons. Copy. B-d-d-d-d, B-d-d-d. You know what? I should turn this into a ternary statement. Yeah, ternary statement. Although seeing the if-else is kind of nice. And the last two have all been solved with stuff. But yeah. Else return blankety blank. Alright. Okay. Do another one. Yeah, well, possibly. Kind of doubt it. I think this is probably going to be the end of the line. Oh my god, I just noticed someone is laying behind you. Ah, yes, the foot. That belongs to my missus, to my fiance. That is a real person in this general, oh god, that general direction. See, it was mentioned in another stream. If I've got a laptop, use the laptop as a second stream. Use the laptop as a second screen for Streamlabs, for followers, once I set that up. Again, with things like uptime, but most of the time when I'm streaming, she's playing Sims, which sounds awesome, but we're here trapped coding, so, you know. Careful what you commit to a year in advance, because 169 days into it, you're going to end up doing this. Yeah, food for thought. Plan ahead. So cute. Yeah, little kitty. Now she's twitching because she's dreaming on the desk. Kind of doing this with her little toes. It's great. Condition and other stuff. Else be, but contracted. True. Okay, good times. So let's get rid of this nonsense, because that's not going to help anybody. Yes, good. And we're copying. Do we turn it into a ternary statement? Tiny? First, let's make sure this works. I'm positive it will. Although, I've been wrong about most things, so take that with a grain of salt. Yes. And we're testing. Good. Success. And now we will make it tiny. Return. If something. Should we put return in front of this? We will. Oh, no. Yes? Yeah, return in front. Name. Question mark. Hello, my love. And instead of a semicolon, just a regular colon. None of this halvesies BS. There's that. Good. And things are being concatenated. And there's a semicolon to end its misery. And a curly brace. Let's give that a shot, shall we? Aha. Good. Beautiful. And we are running sample tests. Yes, that's right. Jenny's greeting function should greet some people normally. 3 assertions should greet Johnny a little bit more special. Hot damn. Success. Good. Alright. Let's go ahead and attempt. Beautiful. All kinds of positive green font with a happy smiley face. Fantastic. Submit final. Let's do this. Ending day 169 on a high note. If it loads ever. Come on, she's thinking about it. You can do it, little computer. I believe in you. praying to the internet gods, don't cut out now. It's like waiting for the bus. Holy hell. What's this say? You've ranked up. Fascinating. Powerful you are. You have ranked up to 7 Caillou in JavaScript. Oh, just in JavaScript. That's right, they break it down per thing. Good, good. What else did the cool kids do? Let's see what the best answers are. Function greet name, return, hello, name equals Johnny, question mark. Wow, right there in the sentence, concatenated. Name equals Johnny, my love, or name. That's classy. Look at that. That is neat and tidy and just crammed right in there. That's travel size. That's impressive. I think they deserve to be number 1. Okay, function, greet name, Johnny, return. How come they don't have to set up the else? Why is there no else? If Johnny, return blank. Maybe it just knows. It probably just knows. But I like seeing the else part. Is this us? No, we came close-ish. That's basically the same as the top one. Well, hell, who did what we had? God, no one did. No one did the ternary statement like we did. I mean, I'm sure plenty of people did, but just not high up on the list. Okay. Good times. CM Griffing. Making something small is not always the best option. Readability is the most important part of your code because you will spend far more time reading code than you will writing code. Interesting. You know, that thought hasn't crossed my mind. The time difference, mainly because I'm still in the learning phase. That's interesting. So you spend more time reading code than writing code. I feel like that should be mentioned in way more introductory courses. I went like 150, 160 days at Code Academy and did all the courses. No one ever mentioned that little tidbit. I feel like that's a pretty big deal. And that makes sense. I mean, I realize people write code all day, but yeah, reading it is a larger chunk than the writing portion. Huh. Wow. Alright, eye-opening. Good tip, Egon. Thank you. That was a Ghostbusters reference. That was regarding CM Griffings. Nice little pro tip about life. Good. Okay, so we're all on the same page. Goddess RL, yeah, and the less horizontal, the more you'll be liked. Good. Okay. Tons of fun. See, I ran the if-else stuff first, the full if-else statement, instead of the ternary one. Because just visually, I like looking at the if and then the else breakdown. You can see it. It all makes sense. I just feel like everyone wants it condensed, but I guess not. Maybe I should just stick to what I like. Also, I wish industry standards were covered more. This is awesome they've got this. I think that's helpful to see what most people like or do. But I wish there was some, like, industry standard or best practice protocol. I mean, this is best practice. That there's 62 people saying that that's best practice, so fair enough. I guess that's cool, but you know what I mean. So that's what we're up against. Let's view our profile. It says that I ranked up. We'll take a gander at that. We will continue on tomorrow, and we'll start to power the stream down after we look at this. Okay. Rank up 7 Caillou. JavaScript 7. Wow, 0% 7. Good. So how many? We had to complete 22 to go up? 24. I wish I knew what the point breakdown getting to level 7 was. I think we had 22 before we completed this, or 20. Low 20s is what it takes to go from 7 to 8, at least for JavaScript. You have ranked up. Respect your... God, my webcam. I know the mic is in the way, but it's really the webcam that's blocking basically the whole blue badge in the lower right corner. Your new overall rank is 7, Caillou. Okay, awesome. Hey, I can share it. Alright, I might tweet that out later. You know what? We can do it now. I can struggle with tweeting stuff. Hashtag share life, right? Might as well just be that guy. I just achieved my first rank up on Code Wars. Now I'm 7. Yeah, do that. Be that guy. Get in there. Boom. Awesome. Cool. So Twitter's doing its thing. We have now made it from 8 to 7. Good times. Hot damn. Let's go ahead and back out to home. Thank you again to everyone who stopped by to view the stream today, to contribute tips and hints, and just general interaction. Weird Constructor, thank you. Goddess RL, thank you to you as well. And CM Griffin. Good times. Weird Constructor, let's see if you have enough motivation to try Code Wars 2 working on 6 Caillou. We will get there. We will, in fact, get there. We're going to see how long this Code Wars path takes. And I also need to start doing Free Code Camp as well. I want to do Code Wars and Free Code Camp in tandem. That way some days or nights, whenever I end up streaming, are one site, and some days and streams are another. Or maybe doing both. But anywho, thank you to everyone who stopped by. Anyone who may have accidentally stumbled into the stream, thank you as well. Any and all views are greatly appreciated. Let's back out of Code Wars into OBS to stop the stream. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 170. And in the meantime, stopping this. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it!